Hey, Shalom, welcome to the Kambaka Pash from Jim Islam, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful elect, pushing his truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. Over the last couple of days, you've had these so-called UFO sightings, these drones, these UAPs, whatever you want to call them, and it's still a big mystery to what these things are, that are being reported. The United States ain't doing shit about it, basically. And this is going over in Jersey, as you see here in the articles here. They've had various drone-like things flying over military bases and stuff like that, and basically they don't know what they are, and they didn't bother to try to intercept them or do anything. So everyone's questioning what these things are, and why didn't they do this or why didn't they do that? And this could be a bunch of things. We know the chariots out there, what you people call UFOs, UAPs, and whatever, okay, which are really the angels of the Lord, just going about their business. But we know Esau, that he likes to throw out confusion and deception also, right? Because he doesn't want the truth to be out, right? He doesn't really want the truth to be out. He doesn't want the truth of the fact that the Most High is real, the angels is real, and that these things, that these unexplainable things ultimately are really the heavenly host of the Most High, right? And so he'd rather have all this speculation and is it a drone? Is it a plane? Is it a satellite? Is it just a weird aerial phenomena, weird light or whatever? He'd rather have all that speculation going on, or is it aliens, right? Because it causes confusion among the populace, right? Because every time these things happen, it's always talking about aliens, it's always talking about this or that, right? But it's never talking about the angels of the Lord. Never. That is not what's, is being spoken in the wider planet. People don't really talk about that. All right? They're quick to say aliens or some shit, right? Drones or whatever, right? So we know Esau would do things like this just to add further confusion, to keep people away from the actual truth, So, because the aliens, the angels are actually out there, Pardon me. The angels are actually out there, right? And they're doing, whatever tasks and jobs that the Most High have given them to do, right? But eventually, you're going to see a whole bunch of chariots in the skies, okay, when the Lord shows up, when He returns. Okay, but let's just click on some of these articles here and see what it's saying. It's from Mail Online. Are drones over New Jersey alien tech? Right. It's always this is always the talking points that these men come out with in the media. Is it an alien? Is it alien tech? So UFO expert says there's something nefarious about this. Right. And like I said, this isn't a false flag or whatever the case may be. Yes, it is nefarious. Regardless, it's nefarious, because even if Esau was doing this, he's doing it for deception purposes. But look at this, right? These lights are looking crazy. All these lights out here, right? Drones, AI security, and other tech you need to know about. Blah, 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 blah. That's not it. The White House has ruled out foreign adversaries, right? So, that's the other one. Oh, it could be China, it could be Russia with drones and shit, right? And so, the White House has made a statement and ruled out foreign adversaries. Oh, so what could it be? And hobbyists, has ruled out foreign adversaries and hobbyists as the cause of the drone invasion in New Jersey, leaving many residents to speculate it could be aliens. The internet has been flooded with images and videos showing bright orbs and triangle-shaped craft having in the night sky that moved in bizarre flight patterns. All right. So generally, when you see these types of things and they're moving in abnormal ways, yeah, good. It's a good chance that it's a chariot. Most definitely, right? If it's moving in an unusual way, right, or it's doing an unusual thing, You know, because some things in the sky, it may be a satellite that you're seeing. It's possible. It could be a drone. It's possible. All these things, and that's why it's confusion, because all these things are possible. But I tell you what's not possible, for these things to do like 90-degree turns and vanish and reappear somewhere else or move bare fast. These things are not normal. You don't normally observe those types of things. So if you see something like that, or something is multiplying, it grows bigger and it multiplies and all kinds of shit, then it's probably a chariot, right? What you people call UFOs, and they're not aliens. Albeit, yeah, the angels are not technically from this realm, so I guess you could call them aliens, but they're the angels that are written of in the scriptures. Okay, busting in from the other dimension, right? Um, uh, the drones are avoiding capture, he said, adding they shut their lights off. They are undetectable in some cases. It's very, very bizarre. This could be an act of war for all I know, right? And I was about to say he's gone on the sensationalism route, because obviously all that's gonna get clicks and all that kind of shit. But no, the angels are ultimately here to make war upon the earth. It's just not right now. When Yahweh Shai returns, that's when they're gonna come and make war. We're gonna get that in the scriptures. It says, but alien tech? Question mark. Nori said it doesn't add up. I'm going to rule out extraterrestrial. Okay, so he's he's saying it ain't. Oh, fuck's sake. And his stupid app doesn't even let me go back. He's fucking stupid ass. Yeah, okay. I'm going to rule that extraterrestrial. It doesn't sound like that. He said it sounds more like a military effort than more than anything else, right? So it's just throwing bare things around. It's just like, oh, what the fuck is it? Is it not? You know. Quoted the same thing twice. Pentagon Deputy Press Secretary Sabrina Singh said the initial assessment is that this is not the work of a foreign adversary or a foreign entity. The FBI and Homeland Security are investigating, and politicians have conflicting takes. Right. So what's the truth? If the Pentagon is saying it's not them, and other groups are saying, "Oh, we don't actually know what it is," and what the fuck? Like, what is it? Like, none of you people were talking to each other. None of you know what the fuck's going on. Politicians don't know. FBI don't know. Pentagon, well, they're saying that it's not, but they don't know what it is. And so ultimately, it's just creating confusion. A congressman out of New Jersey believes that there is an Iranian ship part of the east coast of the US and is sending these drones over certain military bases. But the Pentagon said it's not foreign entities. So why are you saying that? Donald Trump's sending these drones over certain military bases, Donald Trump's golf course, and strange strategic locations. These drones were first spotted in northern New Jersey near Morris County in November. Residents said the drones gather in clusters, right, at night, and they gather in clusters at night and fly with their lights off. They appear to avoid detection by helicopter and radio. How? There's some helicopters that have been seen in the area, and these things seem to avoid those. A few spots drones have surveyed military research facility Picatinny Arsenal, President-elect Donald Trump's golf course in Bedminster, and around critical infrastructure including water reservoirs, electrical transmission lines, police stations, and military bases. Drones are legal as long as they are registered with the FAA and are allowed to fly around certain spots. But this is weird. Right, but surely not around military bases. There are some notable no-fly zones even for registered drones around airports, military installations, certain landmarks, nuclear plants, and stadiums during sports games. All right. So they can't track these things down. They can't detect them. It's a bit odd, right? All right, let's see what AP is saying. So it's unclear if the drones or something else, but for sure the nighttime sightings are producing tons of talk. And that's the idea. A raft of conspiracy theories and cran neck looking skyward. What it is. I will not. So, and then President-elect Donald Trump posted that he believes the government knows more than it is saying. Let the public know now, otherwise shoot them down. He posted on his social media site. This place is a joke, man. All right, so he was in office, and he could have, demanded that he knew, was told what these things are, and he don't fucking know. He's, man, yeah, it's just fucking jokes. Yeah, it's just confusion. There's an Iranian mothership, right, sending these drones. I always think they are a secret service making sure President-elect Donald Trump's business property is secure. I was worried about China, the deep state. Right. So yeah, they're just putting a whole bunch of confusion out there, to really just distract you and to really keep you from the truth. All right. Or Joe Rogan, he's going to give his 2 pence. Mysterious drones are changing time on clocks. All right, so yeah, they could be chariots. They could be just drones, but what is for certain is that the chariots are coming, right? And it's going to be a fearful time. So this is here, Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1 says, Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits, right? So this is here speaking about a chariot, okay, a chariot of the Lord. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. All right, so again, this quote unquote, or these quote unquote UFOs, right? Okay, are set up to bring about a curse upon the earth, because they're going to be here to destroy it, right? Destroy these lands, to destroy America, right? But to also deliver the elect, right? But for the planet itself and the people, the majority of people on it, it's as a curse, right? And this is why people are, fearful of these things, because they don't know what they are. They don't know what their intentions are. But we already know these things, and you have every right to feel uneasy about it, This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11 says, Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? So we know why, like I said, Esau will also pull tricks like this, right? Just to add extra confusion to keep people away from the truth, right? So we're not ignorant of those things. It's not every time we see something in the sky that, automatically it's a chariot, That's not the case, but they are out there. Okay, and stories just like this, if like I said, they play the alien narrative all the damn time, but that's just to kind of bring about those talks, right? Because everyone's speaking about what it's not, as opposed to what it is, right? So no one's actually looking for angels, This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1 said, Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, right? So you're going to see a whole bunch of them, man. Okay, you think, these types of, let's see, had the image here somewhere. right? Images like that, right? You think these numbers is like, oh, that's a lot. You're gonna see thousands, hundreds of thousands of chariots all over the earth, right? And the people, when they see it, they're gonna be in great fear, right? Um, so they should be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, right? Because I told you that they're going to be delivering the elect, saving the elect from the destruction that's going to be taking place soon. All right. So, like I said, they're here for the elect's benefit, the elect of Israel's benefit, but for everybody else, man, it's nothing but a terror unto them. All right. This is Isaiah 25 verse 7 says, and he will destroy in the mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations, right? So again, with all this deceit, deception that, Esau pushes out there, right? Eventually this veil that these people are under, okay, is going to be torn off, right? And they're going to see the truth. Okay, so when that day happens, right, and all these angels, these chariots are around the earth, and they're delivering the elect, and America's getting destroyed, right? People are going to understand that, right, these things are not actually from Mars or whatever. It's not China, they ain't got that kind of capability. They're gonna know it's the Lord and the heavenly host, right? So all this what's the word I'm looking for? Debate, for lack of a better word, right? I think the word I was looking for began with C, but anyway, all this debating about what these things are, that's going to be over, because the truth is going to be laid bare for all to see. Okay, and like I said, it's just going to send over a wave of fear and terror on the people. Okay. Uh, Ezekiel 1 is getting spoken about quite a lot when it's speaking about these UFOs, because there are people that do recognize that that these chariots or these UFOs might not be aliens from another planet, but in fact they're angels, right? There are people out there that do kind of prescribe to that. All right, so this is being thrown around, a lot recently. But I'm just going to read a couple points out of this, right? So this is Ezekiel 1 verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud and a fire enfolding itself, right? You remember the pillar of fire by night and the cloud by day that was guiding the Israelites out of Egypt, right? That too was a chariot, right? And this is part, a description of these chariots. They do appear in different forms, right? But you can, for understanding purposes, you can think of it like that, right? So yeah, there's a great cloud and a fire enfolding itself, right? And a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber, and out of the midst of the fire. Also, okay, so that was the point I want. So I want to jump down to verse 14 now, right? So this is just describing the chariot, right? And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. So they like teleport, okay? Because that's what they do. They can teleport. They can move at super high speeds. They can teleport in and out of reality, so to speak, in and out of this world. All right? Fast as lightning, disappear. Now as I behold the living creatures, behold one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his four faces. The appearance of the wheels and their works was like unto the color of a beryl. And they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Right? And so a lot of times, or in times past, these UFOs have been called flying saucers, and all these types of things, and they're round in shape, circular in shape. Okay, like I said, they do come in different forms and that, but oftentimes they've been cited as these things and been reported as such. Okay, wheels in the middle of a wheel, circular, right? It says when they went out, so when they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went, right? So they ain't got to bend, they just change direction, as been reported in the past by military and that kind of stuff. When they move quick, and They don't need to slow down to change direction. They can just change direction. You know, from one moment to the next, right? They can just change direction. Okay, they ain't got to turn. You know. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them four. Right? People always talk about the lights. You know, the lights on the UFO, or a lot of time they're just described as lights or as fire, lamps of fire. You know. So these are all descriptions that are mentioned in the scriptures and that people witness today here, on earth, right? It's the same. And they've always been witnessed, people have always witnessed these things throughout time. Okay, made drawings of them, paintings of them, and all that kind of stuff, right? And described what they saw in the language, in the term that they had back then, right? So like I said, a saucer, it's like a plate, right? So for ancient men to call these things clouds and rolls and horses and things like these, things like this, they just represent something, right? It's just a way to describe something back in that time. All right. That's what we want to get from that. So, I said that's what people have been observing. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 7. I'm going to jump up to verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, right? Because they say they're being sent as a curse. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. So, they're going to receive peace, right? But the people that have come against us, they're going to receive tribulation, okay? Rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, right? So like I said, Yahweh Shai is going to return with a whole army of these these beings, right? These unidentified beings, these creations, right? These angels, because that's what they are, right? Coming to bring judgment upon the earth. And this is what I'm going to grab here, Revelation 19, and close out with this, right? In verse 11, it says, and I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war, right? This is what Yahweh is coming to do with his army. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. And the armies, okay, which are the angels, which were in heaven, followed him upon white horses, okay, that's their chariots, right, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, right, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power, Yahweh. All right, so these is what's going to turn up when Yahweh Shai returns, man. Right? And like I said, it's not going to be drones. It's not going to be China. It's not going to be, it's not going to be none of these things. It's not going to be aliens. It's going to be the Lord, okay, with his army, okay, with the angels. All right, and you're going to feel their presence. Not only are you going to see them, you're going to feel their presence, man. And that bad intention that they that they're going to bring. But like I said, all this confusion will come to an end, and it won't be speculation about what these things are. Okay, but none of these people are really talking about the angels, because they won't really talk. They won't talk about it like that in the mainstream. It'll always be something else. All right. So whether this, like I said, this sounds kind of crazy. So these might be chariots, of course. Oh, damn it, right? But we know Esau does throw shit out there just to create confusion. So we have to stay prudent and vigilant, right? But like I say, what we do know is that the angels are going to return, or the angels are out there doing their thing. All right, and Esau hasn't got any answers for them. So knowing that they can't be detected, well, that's no surprise. No, and they can't shoot them down. That's no surprise, because what they're dealing with is not of this world, you know. But yeah, that's all I got anyway. Lord, this has been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. So till next time, I say shalom.